morning, dear students. I hope all are fine. Can we start today episode number 51? Is it? Yes. In previous class, what are we discussing? We discussing the rational numbers, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. One thing, have you done your homework? Any doubt from that section? Good. Okay, we are going to discuss about our exercise 9.2, question number 4, section 6th question. Section 6th question. That is, what is our 6th question? Negative 7 by 12 plus negative 7 by 12 plus negative 7 by 12 plus is not plus, it is division. We are doing this operation of division. So negative 7 by 12 division. What is next? Negative 2 by 30. What is our question? Negative 7 by 12 division. Negative 2 by 30. Which way we divide two rational numbers? That is, the way of division is we take the reciprocal of dividend and then we multiply these rational numbers. What is the reciprocal? Reciprocal means we interchange the position of numerator and denominator. We interchange the position of numerator and denominator. Here we take the reciprocal of negative 2 by 13. We get 13 by negative 2. Or otherwise we can write it as negative 13 by 2. Negative 13 by 2. So we can rewrite it as negative 7 by 12 into negative 13 by 2. What is the process of multiplication? We multiply numerator to numerator plus numerator. We write the numerator as, we take the product of numerators. Given rational numbers numerators. Which is the numerator? Numerator is this one. Upper side. We call upper side as numerator and lower side as denominator. So here we get negative 7 into negative 13. What is the negative 7 into negative 13? We get it as, what is the answer? 91. When we multiply two negative numbers, we get the product as positive number. When we multiply two negative number, we get the product as positive number. So we write 91 divide 24. The final answer is negative 91 by 24. Answer is 91 by 24. And next, seventh question is, what is our seventh question? Seventh question is 3 by 13 divided by 3 by 13 division negative 4 by 65. Negative 4 by 65. That is, here in previous question, same process here is take place. That is equal to 13 by 3 into negative 65 by 4. Negative 65 by 4. That is, we can write it as 13 into negative 65 by 3 into 4. Here we can simplify the numerator and the denominator because here the operation is multiplication. When we take the operation multiplication, we can simplify the rational numbers. So here we get 1 and here is we get negative 65. When we simplify throughout 3, we get what is we get? Is it right? Is it right? Can we simplify here? 65. Is it? Here is. Can you simplify? No. That is here is 13 by 3 divided by negative 4 by 65. In your textbook, this is not your question. In your textbook, 3 by 13. Here I take 13 by 3. So here we can't simplify. So we take the answer as 13 into 65. We get 15, 1, 6 and 18, 1, 7. That is we get 5, 4, 8. That is we get as what is 845. That is we get negative 845 divided by 12. This is the answer for this question. This answer is depending on this question. What is our seventh question? Seventh question is 3 by 13. 3 by 13. Is it? Yes. What is the answer? Then that is here is the step is changing. Is it? That is 3 by 30 into 65 negative 65 by 4 equal to 3 into negative 65 divided by 13 into 4. 13 into 4. That is when we multiply negative 65 and here we can simplify because here is 1, here is negative 5. Why I simplify? Because here is the operation is multiplication. So we can simplify the numerator and denominator. So we get negative 15 by 4. Answer is negative 15 by 4. This is the answer and our chapter is complete. That is 9th chapter, rational numbers. That is in this chapter we are discussing what is rational number. What do you mean by rational number? Rational number means we can write the numbers are in the form of p by q, q not equal to 0. That type of numbers are called rational numbers. Is it? Yes. And we studied the rational numbers representing in number line. And we studied the comparison of rational numbers. And we studied the standard form of rational numbers. What is the standard form of the rational numbers? We take the HCF of numerator and denominator. Or when we get a rational number, we simplify it into base form. For example, 4 by 8. This is a rational number. Here the HCF highest common factor is 2 by 4. Or here is the 4 is the highest common factor. So when we divide throughout 4, we get 1 by 2. This is the standard form of 4 by 8. This is the standard form of 4 by 8. And next is we study the operations addition. Addition of rational numbers. Which way we take the addition? That is in rational numbers. The addition is take place by we take the LCM of the denominator. We take the LCM of the denominator. So we get the answer. And next we study the subtraction, operation of subtraction. Which way we subtract? When we take the two rational numbers, we subtract or we take the additive Is it? Yes. And division. Next operation is division. Division is take place by we take the reciprocal of different. That is, what do you mean by reciprocal? Reciprocal means we change the position of numerator and denominator. We interchange the position of numerator and denominator. We get the reciprocal. And we then, when we take after the reciprocal, we multiply the reciprocal and the first one. Is it? Yes. Is it? Yes. Okay. So we complete our 9th chapter. Next we are going to study our 10th chapter, unit 10, practical geometry. Practical geometry. That is practical geometry. Is it? Is it? Yes. Is it? Yes. That is practical geometry means, that is in this chapter full we deal with the drawings. So we want an instrument box, protractor, compass, pencil, eraser, scale. These materials are required. So when we draw a figure, you must use the compass, pencil, eraser, protractor, scale. Which material is required, that only use that material. Don't draw with your pens. Even a rough figure. Even a rough figure. Can we start? Are you ready? That is, first we are going to discuss about our drawing parallel lines. Drawing parallel lines. Is it? Yes. That is, which way we draw a parallel lines? We want to draw two parallel lines. That is, I have a line. That is, we draw a line. That is, name is, we can choose any name. My line name is AB. Then we choose a point outside of AB as C. Then we join to AC. Is it right? Is it clear? Is it clear? Yes. That is, which way? Next, we take our compass and we take a radius and we draw an arc with the center of A. Is it clear? We take compass and we take a radius as you like. I take this much and we draw an arc through A or center A. We didn't change the arc, then we draw a arc in C, center C. And we name the points. Here is D, here is E, here is F, here is G, here is H. And we measure the length of this arc through compass. Okay. And we didn't change the length. We take a arc on center G, we make a arc. That is, we get, here is I. Then we join I and C. We get get two path lines. Here is this is a rough figure. When you draw in your notebook, you get the clear and neat image. This is for your helping for drawing two path lines. That is, first we draw a line. Next we point out a point outside of this line, and we join to that point. We join to this line, and we take a arc on A through compass. Then we didn't change that measure. We take another arc from C or point of center of C. Then next we measure the arc length, and we make the intersection or G. We take the arc. Then we join this line. Then we get path line to AB. This is path line to AB. One more thing, for more explanation, when we take the reciprocal, I remember I told that a dividend, that is not dividend, divisor. We take the reciprocal of divisor. When we take the division of rational numbers, we take the reciprocal of divisor. Is it dividend or divisor? We take the reciprocal of divisor. Is it dividend, division, divisor? Is it? Yes. So just change the definition. In your rational number division, you must take the reciprocal of divisor and then multiply to the dividend. Okay. If I think I told that we take the reciprocal of dividend, that is wrong. So you just rewrite. Okay. We take the reciprocal of divisor. That is, when we division, dividend, divisor, quotient, remainder. Is it? Yes. So we take the reciprocal of divisor. That is a mistake. Okay. Here we discussing the drawing of path lines. This is the method for drawing path lines. Is it clear? Any doubt? That is, we can think there is a thing and discussion in your page number 195. Is it? Yes. That is, first, what is the thinking? That is, first one is, in the above construction, can you draw any other line through that would be also parallel to line L? That is, here is the line. We take this line as L, and this is M. Can you draw? Question is, we want to think that in above construction, in this construction, can you draw any other line through A? Through A, that would be also part of the line L. Is it? Can we draw? No. That is no. Why? That is, we cannot draw any other line through A. That would be also part of the line L. Already we draw a line path through A to path L. Is it? Yes. And next is, can you slightly modify the above construction to use the idea of equal corresponding angles instead of equal alternate angles? Can we modify the alternate angles, corresponding angles? Yes, that is when we measure the angle A. This angle and this angles are must equal. These are the corresponding angles. These angles are also. These angles are alternating angles. These angles are in linear pair. That is, when we take the sum of these two angles, we get 190 degree. That is all right. That is, we measure through protractor, we get the equal angles. Next, we are going to discuss about our exercise 10.1. Are you ready to drawing or are you like to practical geometry? We know all are like to draw the pictures. In this chapter, we are discussing the drawing of pictures, bar lines, triangles, is yes. Okay, can we start? That is 10.1 exercise. Page number 196. First question is, draw a line say AB, take a point C outside it through C, draw a line parallel to AB using ruler and compass only. That is, then what is the procedure? We want to draw a line AB and take a point outside C. Draw a line parallel to AB through C. That is, first we draw a line using scale and compass as you like your measurement. That is, we make line as AB. We take a point C outside AB. Then we want to draw a bar line through C to AB. That is, here we take the next we join A and C. A and C. Next procedure is we take the compass and make a radius or make a measurement. We draw a radius center A, and from and next step is same measurement we make a arc on C. And next we measure the arc length through compass and we take the centers here, the intersection of line. Then we join the also we given names A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Here is I. We join the I and C. We get the bar lines. We get the bar lines to AB. Okay. And second question is for your homework. You can make following like this. You get the bar lines. That is, there is the perpendicular line, so 90 degree. You must get the bar lines. You just which way you draw a bar line. Oh, sorry, perpendicular line. That is, we use the arc. That is, we take the more than half of line and we make a arc on upper side and lower side. We take the center as next point or next end point. Then we take the arc. When we join this arc, we get a perpendicular line or perpendicular bisector of that line. That is the method. So you just draw. And third question is also for your homework. You can draw the question. And next is we are going to discuss about the construction of triangles. Next is we are going to discuss about the construction of triangles. That is, we already know that the construction of triangles. Some properties also we are know the triangles. First one is what is the first one? The exterior angle of a triangle is equal a measure to the sum of interior opposite angles. We already studied the exterior angle is equal to the sum of opposite interior angles sum. Is it? Yes. We know that the previous one. And second one is the total measurement of a triangle is 190 degree. That is, interior angle sum is 190 degree. Is it clear? Already we know that. This is helpful for the construction of triangle. And next is sum of the length of any two sides of a triangle is greater than the third side length. Is it? Yes. When we take the sum of two sides, that must greater than the length of the third side. We already studied in previous chapters. And next one is, if any right angle triangle, the square of length of hypotenuse equal to square of length of base square plus or sum of square of base square plus altitude square. That is Pythagorean theorem. All triangles are satisfied the Pythagorean theorem. And next is, we know that the SAS property, SAS congruent property, a triangles drawn if one of the following measurements are given. That is, when we give a measurements, when we want to draw a triangle, some measurements are essential. That is, first one is three sides, S, S, S. That is, we already studied the SS congruent. So, when we drawing triangles, we must want the three sides measurement. Next, two sides and angle between S, A, S. And next is two angles and a side, A, S, A. And third one is the hypotenuse length. Leg is the case of right angle triangle, RHS. That is SSS, SAS, AS, ASA, RHS. Four types of measurements we want drawing triangles. Are you ready to start the construction of triangles? Okay, good. That is, for example, we want to construct a triangle ABC. AB equal to 5 centimeter. AB equal to 5 centimeter. BC equal to 6 centimeter. BC equal to 6 centimeter. AC equal to 7 centimeter. This is SSS. That is, three sides are there. First we draw a rough sketch. We name as you like A, B, C. And we write this rough sketch is drawn through ruler or pencil and scale. This measurement is, and we denote the measurements. AB is 5 centimeter. We denote the measurements also through pencil. Don't use pen. And BC is 6 centimeter. And AC is 7 centimeter. This is not actual 6 centimeter. This is a rough figure. That is for drawing easy. This is our plan. When we construct a house, first we draw a plan. This is our plan. So, next, this is helpful for the drawing of triangle. That is, when we didn't note or we didn't look the question. That is, here also our measures and plan. Then we looking BC. BC is our base, 6 centimeter. First we draw actual 6 centimeter 6 centimeter. We measure. We draw a line measurement 6 centimeter. That is, we name the BC and 6 centimeter. This is correct 6 centimeter. This is I just draw a demo. When you draw this BC, when you draw the rough sketch, there is not actual 6 centimeter, but in original figure, BC is 6 centimeter is actual measurement. That is, we do not BC. Unless we take the compass, and as you like, you can take 5 centimeter or 7 centimeter in your compass. That is, we use scale and pencil. We take the 5 centimeter and next we take what is our 5 centimeter B to A. So we take the center of B and draw an arc. Draw an arc. And next we draw a line. Is it? Or not? If you want to draw a line, you can draw, or we didn't neglect that step. Next, we take a 7 centimeter in your compass and we take the center of C and draw a arc. That is, these arcs are intersecting. That point is our A. That point is our A. Then we join the A and the B. That is 5 centimeter. And next is we join A and C. Seven centimeter. Is it? Yes. This is the procedure of drawing a triangle with the 3 sides. Drawing a triangle with the 3 sides. First we draw a rough sketch, then follow it up. My rough sketch is here. That is, BC is our base. Then first we draw a BC of 6 centimeter, and next we take 5 centimeter in compass and we take the center of B. We make a arc. And next is C is 7. Take the 7 centimeter and we take the C as the center and make a arc. Then we join the arc. This is the procedure of 3 side triangle construction. Okay, is it clear? Any doubt? Okay, dear students, we can see in the next class. See you soon. Bye.